Welcome to this week's installment of Masonic Technology. My name is Shane Stevens. In previous articles, I have highlighted an online tool that could be integrated into the Lodge to increase productivity or fulfill a potential need. After some thought, I realized that perhaps I should focus on some basic tools for those members who are not normally technology users. Looking at the post to date, it was extremely obvious to me that one would need to have and understand how to use an email account to utilize those products I have spoken about thus far. Therefore, today I want to take you step by step through the registration, login, and usage of Gmail, which is Google's email service. Gmail is a free service provided by Google that has some very robust features that a more experienced user can use, but at the same time provides a very simple layout for those of us that may be new users. To register for Gmail, you begin by going to google.com. Once you arrive at Google, you will be at the default page, which is the page that most web browsers or people who use the internet will recognize as the place to find websites. For example, if I type in Freemason information, Google takes me directly to a list of things that would match up with that, and of course we would go to Freemason Information magazine. But today what we're going to do is we're going to, at the top, you have these list of features that you can use. We're going to select Gmail. When you select Gmail, it'll take you to a screen that can give you a little bit of information about Gmail. But what we're going to do today is we're going to create an account. So we select Create an Account. It takes us to the page to do so. We have to fill in some information. Now, I am going to create an account here. Just for practice. I put in Masonic Technology. Now, the great thing about Gmail is there's a button here that says check availability. So if I select that, it'll tell me whether Masonic Technology as an email address is available. In this case, it is. So I'm going to put in a password. Notice that it gives you an idea of how strong your password is. Obviously, the stronger the password, the better. To get a strong password, you should really consider using capital letters, numbers, for example, to be able to strengthen it, make it more difficult for somebody to guess. Now, if you're at a public computer, meaning other people use this computer, not just you, maybe it's at a library or perhaps even at your lodge, you would want to deselect Remember Me on this computer. You would not want to keep that selected, because if you have it selected, and I am going to go ahead and select it, what happens is every time you go to Google, it'll remember you, remember that this is your computer, remember your login, and take you to your Gmail. There are some security questions here for you to fill out. I'm going to write my own question and say, what is the best Masonic online magazine? And of course our answer will be Freemason Information. Now, there's a spot for secondary email. If you have another email account, this could be used to make sure that you can get into your Gmail. Let's say something happens, you forget your password, or the password needs to be reset. It'll send it to your secondary email. But we're going to assume that you do not have an email account. This is going to be your first. So we're going to leave that blank. Location, I am in the United States, so I'm going to keep that in the United States. Now, there's this word verification option. What this does is it keeps these spammers, these people who, for whatever reason, these bots, they're called, from just registering a bunch of different email accounts. Please make sure that you fill that out. If you're not sure what it is, there is an option. You see the little person in the wheelchair here, and generally what that does is it'll speak to you in case you can't read it. If you, at the bottom is your terms and services. Make sure that you read that so you know what you're getting yourself into. That's always very important. I've already read it because I already have an account. So I'm going to click I accept, create my account.